Previously on a very special review from the Black Critic Guy. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and as I promised, I bring you my review of Clone High. So, way back in the 1980s, secret government employees dug up famous guys and ladies and made them using genetic copies. Now the clones are sexy teens now. They're gonna make it if they try. Loving, learning, sharing, judging. Time to laugh, shiver, and cry. Clone High, Clone High. That's the premise. Sorry you had to sit and hear my singing voice, but that is literally the premise of Clone High wrapped up in a song. So I've known about Clone High for a very long time. I featured it in one of my videos on M4G TV. You should go check them out, by the way. And it was on my top 5 canceled TV shows. And I was also requested 2 weeks ago on my live chat by one of my subscribers, Filipino983, to make this review. So here I am with the review of Clone High. So the first time that I saw Clone High, I was in high school and I found it hilarious. I was saddened that it got canceled. And seeing it again after 5 years, I gotta say, it's not as funny as I remember it, but there are some good jokes in the show. The greatest aspect of Clone High are their gags. They are the backbone of the show, and they are quite hilarious. Some of my favorite gags includes G-Spot, rocks the G-Spot by Gandhi. That was hilarious. Another one is this skunk that chases around Scudwards, and he has this catchphrase like, "Try and catch me, bitch!" Another memorable gag from the show is you have Abe running in an airport, running and screaming out Cleo's name like, "Cleo!" But probably the best gag of the show is the fact that Abe is very oblivious to Joan's feelings, and it's hilarious, but it kind of irritated me because Abe is such an asshole, and I'm gonna get to that in the con section of this video. The characters, for the most part, you like them. They're not the greatest characters, but they're entertaining for what the show needed to be. I mean, you got Gandhi, who's like the comic relief of the show, always saying like, "Yo, dog, let's go do stuff like this." And then you got JFK, whose voice is almost spot on to the original JFK's voice. The voice actors were good for what they needed to be. The best voice actor, or actress, I should say, is Nicole Sullivan. She did excellent as Joan and various other characters in the show. And a little fun fact about Clone High, it was created by Christopher Miller and Phil Lord, the guys who gave us Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and 21 Jump Street. And it was also co-created by Bill Lawrence, who gave us shows like Spin City and Scrubs. And almost everybody who was a main character in Scrubs is in this show. Some of them are in there more than others, like Donald Feist's son. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but he played Turk in Scrubs. He voices Joan of Arc's foster dad, who was pretty awesome, and he would always say, "Now, I may be blind, but I know my daughter's feeling very sad right now." And then you got Neil Flynn, aka the janitor in Scrubs, who plays various characters such as Julius Caesar, Buddy Holly, and coincidentally, a janitor. Man, I didn't see that one coming. And probably the last thing that I liked about the show is there are a lot of catchy musical numbers. Episode 9 is probably one of my favorite episodes because not only is Jack Black in the episode, but it just has some awesome jams. Cause I'm the pusher! If you've seen the show, you get the reference. But as much as the show is funny and nostalgic, there were a couple of problems that I had with it. First off, I really didn't like the animation and the animation style of the show. It just felt very wooden, very stilted. It looks like they put no effort in the designs of the characters at all. Sometimes some of the jokes just fall flat and they're not as funny as you may think they are, or they have run their course and they're not funny anymore. For example, the whole Abe is oblivious to Joan's true feelings. I thought that was really funny the first 5 episodes, then it just got obnoxious and I was just like, "Abe, get your head out of your ass and realize that this girl likes you." And speaking of Abe being oblivious to Joan's feelings, I gotta talk about the one thing I really didn't like about the show, Abe the character. I know they were trying to make him a likable, relatable character, but honestly, for me, he came off as an asshole. I mean, there was never really a moment in the series where I really liked Abe. I mean, I thought he was okay. It's just he came off as a jerk, only wanting to be the popular kid dating the hot girl, which I know, you know, high schoolers, that's what they want to be. They want to date the hot girl. They want to be the most popular kid in school, but it's such a shallow existence, and he comes off as a shallow character, as too is his girlfriend, Cleopatra, who is a very shallow person. I just wanted more layers to his character, which I didn't get. And lastly, although this might not be the show's problem, but I didn't like the ending. It felt kind of I mean, the way that it ended was Abe being torn about who is he going to ask to the prom. Is it going to be Joan? Is it going to be Cleopatra? Is it going to be Joan, or is it going to be Cleopatra? And for me, it was just too little too late. I just didn't care anymore. If he ended up with Joan or if he ended up with Cleopatra, it didn't matter to me. But overall, besides all of those cons, I really enjoyed Clone High. I mean, I wasn't looking for a very deep philosophical story. I was just looking for some fun entertainment with some hilarious moments and some fun characters. And for the most part, that's what I got. And that's why I'm going to give this show a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's not great, but it's a rather enjoyable TV show. And if you have a chance to watch it, I say give it a watch. There are some memorable gags that will have you laughing on the floor. But anyway, what did you guys think of this show? Did you like it a lot? Did you find it boring and you've seen other things better than this show? And let me know, what is the funniest gag you've ever seen in a TV show? Comment below, let me know. And I have a lot of things coming at you, so here we go. First off, on Nightcast Studios, I'll be uploading my Crispin Freeman interview this week, so go check that out. On M4G TV, I have a new episode of Cinema on my top 5 superhero films in honor of Man of Steel coming out this week. Be sure to check that one out. I have a new video on the Black Anime Guy, so be sure to check that out when it comes up. I don't know yet what it's going to be about, so stay tuned for that. Ton of reviews coming up and all that good stuff. But until then, guys, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Tony Watley II from the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.